Hey, farming ain't easy. I was on a long drive home last night from seeding those test plots for replenished nutrients over at their irrigated test plot, and I couldn't help but start to do some math in my head. And I don't want to sound like a complete nerd. That's not what I do in my spare time. However, we've got 800, 900 acres on this new Horsch Avatar, and I'm starting to think, well, how accurate are we? And I've been trying to keep track of seed usage as we go, and I knew we've been close. But check this out, guys. I never knew we were this close. We're doing something new today, so we're gonna not only be the first ones to have one of these Horsch Avatar 8-meter machines in Canada, but we're also gonna be the first ones to be seeding sorghum Sudan grass in this area. To my knowledge, it hasn't been done. If you're from this area and have seeded it, you can correct me, and that's cool. I wanna know what kind of data you got. But check this out, guys. We're gonna be seeding some sorghum Sudan grass today and going over the accuracy of this drill, and maybe along the way we might talk about a couple likes and dislikes. So far, we are very happy with this machine. It has changed the game for us in the way we deliver seeds to the ground, but it's also changed the efficiency, so the precision and the speed that we can carry. However, a couple of real little things. I will take a couple little things over some big things any day. I'm just gonna maybe just skim a couple real little things. First off, this is how little I'm talking about. It came with all kinds of bells and whistles, but no toolbox. We had to go buy this one to fit our calibration gear, like our calibration catch bags and our scale and stuff like that. Because I don't know about you guys, I like checking that stuff as we go. I don't want to finish seeding a field and realize my rate was off or something silly happened. It would have been real nice, you spend that kind of money, that it'd have a toolbox. Again, real tiny thing. There is a tiny storage compartment up there, but right there would have been maybe a better spot. Okay, next thing. So this morning actually helped prove what this next little qualm was with the drill. So as you can see, we have some leftover triticale seed in the one hopper. We were using both hoppers in the last triticale field that we seeded, so we were metering out of both metering rolls so that we could carry more seed while we were seeding. So for cleaning and getting in and out of the tank, the rear tank has steps. Today we're going to be seeding sorghum Sudan grass on 13-inch spacing with annual ryegrass in between the sorghum Sudan as a cover crop and as a second crop, hopefully. So after the sorghum Sudan is harvested as silage, that we'll have ryegrass coming in that we could silage or put up as hay. Well, we need one of these compartments. So what's a guy do? Well, I'm just going to shovel out with some pails from the front hopper to the back hopper. But guess what is not included in the front hopper? Steps. So it was borderline dangerous crawling in there on a slippery surface because it's dusty, and you know, in there with all the seed treat and everything else. There's no steps in the front hopper. Yes, there are compartment doors at the bottom of the hopper where you could open up and drop it all on the ground, or put it in a catch pan that we've had to build to catch seed out of the drill. But long story short, why are there no steps in the front hopper when they're in the back? Like, I'm almost wondering, did someone at the factory forgot to weld them in? Because why you would have them in one hopper and not the other doesn't make any sense. As I was on my long drive home here from that project last night, I was thinking, wow, that ended up very accurate. We ended up within 0.06 of a pound of accuracy from the seed that was put into the drill, because every bag weighs exactly 55 pounds, to the amount of acres covered. So we are mapping with the GPS system, so we are going by exact acres covered by the linear width of this drill and length that it traveled. I thought, there is no way on a 200-acre field we could be that close. If you were within a few hundred pounds of total weight on that whole field, I think that was pretty good. But anyway, 0.06. It seemed too good to be true. So what we're gonna do here today is do some math. And not that I'm a mathematician in my spare time, but we are going to a 40-acre, perfectly rectangular field. We are going to be seeding 2 crops. One crop is going to be sorghum Sudan on 13-inch spacing at 18 pounds per acre. And then we're going to be seeding an annual ryegrass into every other furrow. So it will also be on 13-inch spacing. And that will be going in, I believe, at 5.5 pounds per acre. So we have 2 crops going in, and we have 40 acres, square field, no obstacles, no dugouts to go around. So we know the exact amount of seed that we are going to be putting into the drill. Sorghum Sudan, annual rye. We know the exact weight that's going into the drill. We are going to test this. So we are going to put all of this seed into the drill to go and do this 40 acres. And we are going to rely on that Horsch calibration accuracy, because if we're short, we're short, and I'm going to have to go buy more. Luckily, we're friends with the guys over at North Star. But first things first, we need to change out our metering rolls. So we've gone onto the Horsch app, Horsch Connect app on our phone. We've told it the size of seed, the amount of seeds, pounds per seed per acre, and it has given us some options for metering rolls. So as you can see, this blue metering roll is 100 cubic centimeters. So all those little dimples add up to 100 cubic centimeters of volume. This is going to be too big. This is what we were using on our triticale at 102 pounds per acre. The metering roll options in general, volume-wise, that they're suggesting for us are 20 cubic centimeters. So that blue one was 100, and it's recommending something in that 20 to 40 range. Blue is not an option for us today. Red is a hair on the big side. So this yellowy cream colored one at 20 cubic centimeters is the one that we are going to throw in the drill and calibrate with. On the back of the drill, we are going to be running the mini drill attachment with our annual ryegrass. It already has the metering roll, coincidentally, that we need. So as easy as it is, as easy as that, I should say, throw the new metering roll in and put the housing on, key combobulator deal, and we'll calibrate. Now for the calibration process, all I'm going to do for convenience of making this easy and quick for you guys, I'm just going to throw one bag in the hopper, fire up the GPS, which an IsoBless implement gives us the ability to connect to it with our phone, and check calibrations. All right. Turning on our Horsch scale and zeroing it with the calibration bag. Hit calibration, primed. I'm going to set in our target rate, which is 18 pounds per acre. Catch bag is in place. We have asked it to attempt to do 18 pounds per acre. We're going to let it run. We're going to let it run for, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute. So that's a cue to the elevator music. Well, that's boring. We are at 30 seconds now. I don't know, it's just the way my brain works, but I like maybe calibrating with larger amounts of material, so maybe a little closer to a minute. Let's meet in the middle at 45 seconds. Okay, 44, 45. The drill thinks it put out 11.594 pounds. We're still seeding triticale. It doesn't know that we magically changed the metering roll. We have 4.72 in the bag. 4.72 pounds. Hit the check mark and hit apply. Let's just check it for the second time, just for fun. But that involves me emptying out the calibration bag. Look at the steps I'm putting in for you guys here today. While we let this pump, let's just throw out a friendly reminder. The purpose of today's video is to check the accuracy of this metering system. That's Horsch's claim to fame, is their speed and precision of metering. So let's see. Oh, look at that. We're over a minute already. I got rambling. So that took 65 seconds worth of material. So it thinks there's a theoretical weight of 6.746 pounds in that catch bag. Let's see what it actually is. So it thought there was 6.746, and there's actually 6.86. So I'm gonna make an adjustment to the calibration and tell it what the actual weight is at 6.86 pounds and apply that calibration. So it now changed or refined the calibration factor by 0.03. And so the calibration factor is measured in kilograms per revolution of the metering roll. We are calibrated. I'm just gonna throw this seed in the drill, see you in the field. 15 bags of sorghum Sudan grass, and here is the tag. 22.68 kgs per bag. I'm not gonna make you watch me load all this seed, but 15 bags in the drill. I'm also gonna load the ryegrass, and we'll see you in the field. All right, I know we're gonna talk about some likes and dislikes in this video. Again, we're very, very happy with our purchase. If you can see in here, every time we transport down the road, I am taking some bungee cords, and as you can see, tying off to these cables and tubes that deliver the seed or fertilizer. The reason I'm doing that is when this machine's folded up, you expect things to sag and just carry under their own strength, but they rub all over that beautiful tank, and it's already rubbing the paint off. So, you know, a little bit of pride of ownership goes a long way. We absolutely love this drill, and well, we want to keep it looking nice. So if we have to try to keep these hoses and tubes organized while we go down the road to keep it looking nice, well, we're gonna do that. As you'll see, some of the things I'm complaining about are very, very minor details. If I wanted a scratched up, wore out drill, well, I guess we would have bought one. But on that topic, I've been getting some comments saying you guys should talk about a little bit more how rare this drill is. This is the first Horsch Avatar 8-meter machine in Canada, to our knowledge, allegedly. I wouldn't say we're a large farm, medium-sized, small farm. What is it that I'm doing wrong that made us the first one to want one of these? I think they're pretty darn cool. I understand capacity-wise, they're not enough to compete with the big drills, but with this drill at 26 feet wide and the speed that it can go, you know, we're comparable to a 50, 60 foot drill traveling 4 miles an hour. So we're getting the same work done in a day. But actually that's a good point. So size matters, they say. Well, it does. The road that we just had to take to get to this field is full on dangerous for us to get to. Can you see that road? We don't have to be on it for very long, but it is legit dangerous to be on with farm equipment. It's the only way to get to this field though. It's a narrow road and 0 shoulders. This machine is not much wider than the tractor. Here. My mirrors on the tractor are wider than this drill. This is the first time we came down that road and I didn't have to have a pilot car. I didn't have to do anything. I just drove here. That is a huge win. Safety first, everybody. Watch out for farm equipment moving on roadways. Give them the space they need. We don't want to be on the roads either, but well, we kind of have to if you want to eat, right? We got to eat too, especially me. Maybe I should skip a meal. We won't go there though. Well, time to be on our hands and knees. Let's just see how good a job we're doing here. Definitely seeding into moisture. Holy smokes. That's a little bit deep on the ryegrass. We want to be about 1/4 inch or 3/8 of an inch on the ryegrass. So I am gonna make an adjustment there. But while we're here, let's see how deep the sorghum is. I gotta just make sure I'm digging in the right furrow. Because again, one furrow is doing the sorghum Sudan and the second is doing the annual rye. We are all of 1 inch. We are maybe just a hair over 1 inch. Anyways, I'll make an adjustment to the down pressure because you should be able to grab one of these gauge wheels, those black gauge wheels, and turn it. And I can, but it takes quite a bit more resistance than what I'd like. So I'm gonna decrease the down pressure and hopefully that's gonna alleviate the deep seeds, but we're close. All right. I know you guys are saying, well, the lighting looks a little different now than when you last filmed a portion of this video, and you're right. It's 8 o'clock at night. Had a couple challenges today, and slowed us down. I ended up having a blockage sensor issue. It ended up being a hardware problem, and we got a new blockage sensor controller coming or being looked at and repaired. So anyways, I ended up spending most of the day with Alberta Egg and Horsch and, well, myself working on that. But the project and this little trial to see how accurate the Horsch metering system is still underway. So we got a decision to make. We brought just enough seed to do the property. We had 15 bags of the BMR hybrid sorghum Sudan grass and 4 bags of the Force annual ryegrass. So 4 bags of the Italian ryegrass went in, and those bags were 55 pounds apiece. 220 pounds in the Horsch mini drill, and then 15 bags of the BMR hybrid sorghum Sudan, which that is in 50-pound bags times 15. So 750 pounds, 18 pounds an acre on the sorghum Sudan, and at 5.5 pounds on the annual rye. So should I do a calculation and adjust my rate to make sure we have enough? Or should we just trust the Horsch metering system and continue seeding as if we have complete confidence? What? I can't hear you guys. You gotta yell louder. Oh, risk it? Just keep going, hammer down? Okay, that's what we're gonna do. I am gonna look like an idiot if I run out and leave a strip in this field. But for you guys, I'm willing to do that. Risking it. Says we're running low on seed, guys. Are we gonna make it? We put the exact amount in this drill. Are we gonna make it? I don't know if I should tell you. I don't know if I should tell you. We're full sending it. You said not to check it and recalibrate, so that's exactly what I'm not doing. We're on the last pass. Halfway down the field. She's gonna be close. She's gonna be close. Well, I got some bad news for you guys. Well, actually, I don't got bad news for you. I got bad news for me. I don't know if the camera's gonna do it justice, but the end of the field is right there. If I were to guess, it's like 200 yards or meters at absolute most. And I ran out of the sorghum Sudan. Oh, geez. It was so close. We put the exact amount of seed in. If we're seeding it at 18 pounds per acre, there's not an acre there. There's like a quarter of an acre there. So we are literally short by a few pounds. The ryegrass, we're doing good on. If I were to guess, there's probably about 10 pounds. Holy cow, guys, we're close. But here's what I never thought about is the risk factor. Hey, what if this wild idea to only bring the right amount of seed to the field that we need? Well, what if it doesn't work out? I don't know, I never thought that far ahead. I'm about a 10-15 minute tractor drive from home. My daughter's in bed, my wife can't leave the house. I've called a couple neighbors and buddies and no one's answering their phone. I'm gonna have to do the walk of shame or the drive of shame to go home and get one more bag of seed. If I were smart, I maybe would have carried a couple extra, left them hidden over by the approach, but I'm not that smart, and farming ain't that easy. So, it's 10 o'clock, I just wanna go to bed. Have you guys ever seen that YouTuber guy? I don't know what he's, social media guy. He's called the what? No way.
What? No way.
I just felt like saying that. I just got a call from a buddy. We were touching base on something else, and he's gonna run me a bag. He is gonna be the most epic friend tonight, and he was headed for bed. but instead he's gonna hop in his truck and run me over a bag of seed. Holy Corey, thanks bud. So I'm gonna finish the night with a smile on my face because I'm not gonna look like an idiot for once. You gotta love good friends when they come to the table and really save your bacon. Thanks, Corey. I couldn't resist. I had to do some quick math. We were 0.33 of an acre short. However, we went over acres. So it's a 40-acre field, and we ended up using 41.34, or seeding 41.34 acres on a 40-acre field. So an extra 1.3 acres. So at 18 pounds per acre, quick math, that leaves us to 24.12 pounds. So hypothetically, we needed an extra 24.12 pounds because we went over, and we only brought the exact amount. So maybe we didn't actually run out. I'm gonna get home, update you guys in the morning. This is gonna be close. Well guys, I told you I'd give you an update in the morning, but I can't wait. I drove home and I need to know, how close are we? So there's not much ryegrass left in here. I've got the calibration bag underneath here. I'm gonna pull the metering roll. Let's see what's left for weight. There is 10.90 pounds left of ryegrass. Our goal was 5.5 pounds per acre, and we put in 4 bags that weighed 55 pounds each. So 220 pounds of seed. And we have 11.10 left over. So we used and seeded 208.9 pounds of ryegrass seed. So if we divide that by our acres, which were 41.34, came up just a little bit short. We came up at 5.05 pounds per acre. Still pretty close. 5.5 pounds is a pretty small weight, but it is what it is. That's pretty close. All right, here we are on metering roll number 1, which is the compartment that the sorghum sedan is in. Obviously, I didn't pour much in. All right, so the first weight, which was 9.6 pounds that we dumped out of the metering roll into the calibration bag. And this bag is, the remaining weight of the bag is 32.66. 50-pound bag to start, minus 9.6 pounds, minus 32.66, leaves us with 7.74 pounds. That's how many pounds of sorghum Sudan we were short to finish the field. So at 7.74 pounds, we brought 15 bags times 50 pounds per bag, 750 pounds, plus the amount we used from Corey's rescue mission of 7.74 equals 757.74 pounds. If we take that and divide it by our acres, which was 41.34, leaves us with this number here, 18.329. So essentially we over applied by 0.329 of a pound. That's pretty close on 18 pounds. We under applied slightly by 0.45 or so on the ryegrass. This test today probably could have been better based on 2 things. Thing number 1, we had some blockage sensor issues. We were testing the drill, pulling it 20 feet at a time and testing for blockage. So there was a lot of in and out of the ground that the toolbar had to do. And there's always a little bit of waste with that. Plus what I gave you guys the option of, and that was stopping to do a test once we got rolling in the field. That's something I believe pretty strongly about, is to check your calibration and do a test a few acres into the field. Usually I like to check my calibration after I do 1 headland pass. We probably could have got this calibration a little bit more accurate. So if you guys like videos like this, I'd love to do another one, because I do believe we can get way more accurate to our target than what we were able to achieve in this video. But like I said, we're not knocking Horsch. We love our new drill and we love how accurate it is. However, these numbers are good, but I've actually seen it do better, and we just unfortunately didn't do a video to document it. So thanks guys for watching. We have lots more seeding, lots more field work to do. The weather's starting to dry up, so it has been wet for the last week and a half, 10 days. We haven't been able to do a bunch of work, so we're gonna redeem ourselves and get back to work and get plant 2024 in the books. So hang on guys.